I hope you're getting more and more excited about the chance to jump into the second most published book in the English world in history, Pilgrim's Progress. We're going to start doing that on January 25th, and I wanted to just quickly mention a few things that you're going to want to know as we lead up to that point. The first is that if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you want to make sure that you do that below. Once you subscribe once, then you're good to go, and you'll get notified anytime there's more videos or other information that comes your way. And so that's a great way to make sure you're in the loop of everything that's going on. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe down below. The second thing is this, that I've taken several requests as we prepared to start this study from folks who said, Jonathan, I would love to do this study, but I'm just not much of a reader. Is there anything that you can do for me to kind of help in that? And one of the things that came out of some of those discussions is that I decided if I'm going to read the book anyway, I might as well read it, record myself, and throw some background music in there and some pictures. And if you'd like to be able to read along with me in that way, or even just watch an audiobook file on YouTube, you'll see a link at the end of this video. If you'd like me to read Pilgrim's Progress to you, I'm glad to do that. Like I said, I've got to read it anyway, so it's no problem. So if you would like to take part in that way, you're certainly welcome to do so. Otherwise, hope you've gotten a copy of Pilgrim's Progress for yourself, whether that's Cheryl Ford's or another modern retelling, or else you want to really go big and read Bunyan's original English. It's up to you. I do recommend a modern translation of it, but you're totally open to do whichever one you'd like to. We are going to do one session before we start on the 25th, and that'll just be available for you for whenever you want it. It's just going to be a quick intro into John Bunyan's life, who he is, why he wrote Pilgrim's Progress, why some of the things that come across in that story come across the way they do. So I'm going to invite you to come and take part in that over the next few days. You'll see that link when it becomes available. But I'd like to do that even before we start on the 25th. So whenever you get around to taking part with the videos and watching, that'd be a great way to introduce the story, is to watch that brief video just on John Bunyan, his life, his ministry, and that'll help you better understand the book of Pilgrim's Progress. All of the videos that I do are going to be designed to be short. I think I'd rather do a lot of short videos than a few long videos. And so, for instance, instead of having one long video that covers chapters 1 through 4, I'm going to do each chapter in a short video, and that'll give you a chance, hopefully, to access it easier and make it more sustainable, where you know, okay, I can read and then watch a 10-minute short video, and that's, you know, very sustainable for anybody. So that's what the practice is going to be, is just releasing those videos as they're available. You can come tune in as you are able, and you can go at the pace that you need to go by. You are invited to a Zoom roundtable. If you would like to take part in that, you'll see information in the video description down below about how you can click and take part and be involved in that if you want to. If you don't want to, that's certainly fine as well. But I wanted to give an opportunity. There will be one on February 8th at 7 o'clock. That's a Monday night, that if you want to click and to take part, we certainly would love to have you take part with us. I wanted to mention just quickly several avenues that are out there that you might be interested in to digging into more, just in case you are excited and want to find out more of the story, in case you want to sort of do a comparison between what a movie of Pilgrim's Progress and a book would be. All these kind of things are available for you. One book that is out there that's often accompanies copies of Pilgrim's Progress is a small book. This is actually Pilgrim's Progress as well as John Bunyan's autobiographical work, Grace Abounding to the Chief of Sinners. And so Grace Abounding to the Chief of Sinners gives a lot more of Bunyan's personal experience, why in his own testimony we see how that makes its way into Pilgrim's Progress, and what it was like for him to come to know Jesus. So if you'd like to know more, you can pick up a copy of Grace Abounding to the Chief of Sinners. It probably is available for public domain on sites like Kindle and otherwise in any library or many libraries. They probably would have it. If you really decide, I'd love to have an even deeper discussion, or hear an even deeper discussion on Pilgrim's Progress, I'd recommend a guided tour by a man named Derek Thomas. This is available through Ligonier Ministries, which is out of R.C. Sproul's ministries. R.C. Sproul, who's now gone on to heaven, but his ministry has this available. It's on DVD, and you can get that for a small donation to that ministry. But he gives a very well presented view of different sides of Pilgrim's Progress, and it's worth listening for any of those who would want a deeper discussion into that story. There's also several film adaptations of Pilgrim's Progress. Some of these I'll be using at different points in this study, just in terms of clips and things like that. One of the most recent ones was this one, Pilgrim's Progress, Journey to Heaven. That came out about 10 or 12 years ago and is a good adaptation of the film. Most of these films are lower budget Christian-made film houses, and so they're not major motion pictures. But considering all that, they do a good job with the story. You'll see different points of that, different times that movie comes into our study. One of the newer ones that has come out is this animated classic that came out within the last couple years. I guess I shouldn't say classic, this animated film, and it's great as well. It's been made with a lot of computer animation technology. They take some liberties with the story, but it's really well made and done well. At times I may even be using this first adaptation that I ever heard or saw, which is about 40 years old, from an organization called Gospel Communications that has a brief cartoon animation of Pilgrim's Progress. So that'll sort of help it come alive to us a little bit in the study, hopefully. And those are videos that I know that if you were to watch them, you'd get a faithful representation of Pilgrim's Progress. And so if you'd like to take part in the audio book or be able to use that as a resource, you'll see either in the description or on the screen now a chance to be able to click and go to that playlist and access those files, as well as the introduction on John Bunyan. You should see over on this side or perhaps in the description below how to be able to get to that as well. Thanks, and I look forward to seeing more of you.